Hello everyone, I'm Nehal from WsCubeTech, and in this particular video, we'll talk about the data input and output in Pandas. So let's get started. So basically, what is this particular library that is none other than this Pandas? It provides you with the ability to just read the data and write the data in a variety of different formats over here. Alright, so we are going to see some of the most commonly used and most of the important file formats. Alright, so we are going to see that how you can just read and write the data by using the CSV file. Then we are going to see about how you can just read and write the data in Excel files. Then we are going to see that how you can just read and write the data in HTML files. So we'll just go one by one. So in this first we are going to see that how you can just read and write the data from the CSV file, that is comma separated values files. Alright. So you can see over here that in order to just deal with the CSV file, you would be requiring this particular libraries, and you need to install these libraries first. Alright. So we are just going to install this particular libraries. Alright, so that is none other than you can just make use of this pip, that is the package manager, in order to just install this libraries. So we are going to just install this library, and then we are going to just see that how you can just read and write the data using the CSV file formats over here. So what I will simply do over here is I will just head over to my PyCharm over here. So here we are, and I will just open this terminal over here. And before just going towards that and installing the libraries, I just want to make you guys know that what all the libraries I install over in my this project over here. So you can see that I clicked on the settings option over here, and inside this project machine learning over here, this is my project Python interpreter, and you can see that these are all the libraries that are already installed over here. And I would be requiring those two libraries to be installed over here. So what I will simply do over here is I will come over on this my terminal over here, and I will just say pip install, and we will just install that pytz. That's it. And just make sure that your system is connected to the internet. Okay, so it simply says that it has installed this particular library. Okay, and one more library that we want to install is the 6. So I will just say pip install six. That's it. And it says that this particular library has also been installed in my project over here. So you can just check over here. So go to file, go to settings, and inside this you can just see that this we have recently installed and pytz. All right. Now once we have done with this, okay, so I will just remove this thing. So once done with this, now our step is that how we can just read the data from our CSV file format. So for that particular thing, what we are simply going to do is we are just going to say that import pandas as PD. Alright. And the next thing over here is as soon as you just write over here that PD dot, and you get this thing. Okay, so if I just click on this, write that read underscore, so you can see that you get ample of formats over here. So your Python, your Pandas supports this all file formats. So you can just read the data from all of these file formats over here. And we are going to see some of this, that is a CSV, the HTML and the Excel. So first we are seeing the CSV. So I'm just going to click on this. And inside this, what you need to do is you need to pass the file name over here. Now, say for example, your file name, your file is not inside your this folder over here. So in my case, it's on the desktop, right? So you can see that I have this student.csv file over here. All right, and this thing I want to just open in my PyCharm over there. So what I will simply do is now I want to know that at what path the location of this file. So what I will simply do is just click right click on this, go to properties, and you can see this location. Okay, so this is my location. So you simply just copy this location and come up over your this PyCharm and just paste it over here. And the next thing after this, give it a slash over here, and you need to type the file name as well. So what I will simply do is I will simply go to that thing, and this is my file name, that is the student.csv, and I will just copy this thing and I will just paste this down. All right. And once done with this, just make sure that you use this double slash over here. Okay. This way, because else it would give you an error. And once done with this, if I just simply say run over here, so you can see that it doesn't give an error. So up till now, this is all fine. So what I will simply do is now this particular thing is my data frame, right? So I will just rename this, I will just put this inside a variable name that is df. And what I will simply do is I will just say print df. And if I just run over here, so you can see that I'm getting this data frame. So this is nothing but this is my data frame. So we have successfully read our entire that CSV file with the help of pandas over here. And if I just come up over here and if I just show you this thing, so you can see this is the entire data that we have inside our CSV file over here. All right. So this is how you can just make read your CSV file in pandas. That's it. So once done with this, now the next step is how you can just write it into your CSV file. So what you can simply do over here is now, for that you would be requiring the data frame as well. So what I will do, I will just remove this print df, and what I will just do is I will just say df and dot, and I will just get this 2 underscore, and you can see that ample of formats we are getting over here, and I want to just make use of this CSV. So I will just click on this thing, and what I will simply do is I need to give the file name, new file name over here. So I will just simply call it as new over here. All right. So I will just give it a file name that is new over here. That's it. And if you just see that, if I just run over here, so you can see that I got this new file over here itself. Okay, so this is how you can make use of this 2 CSV. All right. And what if now if you just want to read this new file over here, so simply what you can simply do over here is you can just say that pd.readcsv and just pass it as new. And if I run this thing, so you can see that we are not getting anything. So simply just put this inside a print statement, and you can see that this is how you can just read your CSV file over here. Okay, so this is how you make use of this read CSV and then 2 CSV. And if you just want to read that this new created file over here, so you can simply just read this way. And if you just don't want this unnamed this index, okay, you are seeing this thing that this particular column is there, that is unnamed index over here. It says that 0 0 1 2 3 4. And if you don't want this thing, so what you can simply do is you can just come up over here and you can just simply say that index is equal to false. All right. And once done with this, what you will see that you're not getting any more those index over here. Okay, so this is how we just read and write the data into the CSV file. The next thing that we are going to see over here is how you can just read the data from the Excel file. Now, in order to just deal with the XML files, you need to download the library, and the library that you need to download over here is OpenPyXL. Okay, so this is a particular library that you need to install while dealing with the Excel files over here. So we are going to just install this library over here. So I will just head over to my PyCharm. All right, and over here at my terminal over here, OpenPyXL library. All right, and it will take some of the time. Okay, so it says that successfully installed OpenPyXL library. That's it. Okay, so what I will simply do over here is that I will create a new Python file over here. So say this is your Python file. I will just say Excel file. All right. Okay, so this is my new Python file over here, and I will just simply import my pandas library over here. So I will just say import pandas as pd, the alias name. All right. And what I will simply want to do is, now first I will just want to read the Excel file over here. So what I will simply do is I will just say pd dot read, and you can see that I got this Excel file over here. So read Excel, and inside this again I have to pass the name, the location of the file where it is stored. This is my employee dot xlsx file saved at my desktop over here. So I will just do a right click over here, go into my properties over here, and just copy paste this location, like similarly CSV file, and I will just copy paste this thing. And after this I have to give the copy paste the name itself of my file. So this is my employee, so I will just copy paste this along with the extension. And what I will simply do is I will just use the double slash over here. And once done with this, now I will just simply store this inside my data frame. Okay, because this is my data frame. And what I will simply do is I will just say print df. And if I just run this thing, so you can see that I got this data frame over here. So this is how you can just read your Excel file in Pandas over here. Okay. And similarly, if you just want to write it into your Excel file, so what you can simply do is I will just remove this df over here. So I will be requiring the data frame over here. So I will just say df dot, and I will just say 2 underscore and Excel, and inside this I will just pass the file name. Okay, so suppose I just say that new one, all right, and I will just give the extension as xlsx. Okay, and what I will simply do is I will just run over here. So you will just observe over here, so you are going to get this new one over here. And if I just run it over here, so you got this new one dot xlsx. Okay, and in order to just read this thing, what you can simply do is you are going to say that pd dot read Excel, and just pass the file name. So it is new dot new one dot xlsx. Okay, and just put this inside your print statement. And if I just run this thing over here, so you can see that I got this thing. Okay, just similar like we did in the case of CSV file over there. So I got this entire data frame over here. And similarly, if you just don't want this unnamed column over here, so you can just come up over here and you can just say that index is equal to false. All right, and this will just clear that column over here. Okay, so you're not getting that column anymore over there. Okay, so this is about how you can just read and write the data into your Excel file over here. And the next thing we are going to see, the final one, that is how you can just read and write the data into your HTML file. So now in order to deal with the HTML files, you need to download a particular library, and the name of the library is, so in order to just read and write the data from the HTML file, you need to just download this LXML library. All right. So I'm just going to head over to my PyCharm and going to install this LXML library. So I will just come up over this terminal over here, and I will just say that pip install and LXML library, and it says that it has successfully installed this particular library over here. And what I will simply now gonna do is I will create another Python file over here. Okay, that is for HTML file, and over here I'm just going to import my pandas library and give the alias name as PD. And in order, now we know that how we are going to open a particular file. So what we do, we generally do that PD dot, and we just say that read, and as soon as you just type it over here, so you are seeing this HTML file over here. All right, and now here you need to give the HTML file. So what I have over here is that I have this link over here. So you can see that this is nothing but it is a periodic table page. Okay, so this is the HTML page, and you can see the extension over here. So it says that .html, and it is nothing but a periodic table of elements. Okay, so you can see that I'm having this entire list over here. It says the element name, the symbols, the atomic number, atomic weight, and electronegativity. All right, so the main thing that to be noted over here is that this is nothing but this is my HTML file over here. So what I'll simply do is I will just copy this thing, and I will just put this inside as a file name. Okay, so this is my the name or the file name over here. And what I will simply do is over here I will just say that this is my data, and I will just say that print this data. And if I just run this thing, so it will just take some couple of minutes over here. Okay, to just load that everything over here. So just be patient enough, and if you have already installed all of the libraries, so this will just work fine. So you can see that this entire data it has read over here. So this was already we were seeing that the element name, symbols, atomic weight, atomic number, atomic weight, and the electronegativity over here. And the thing to be that need to be observed over here is that you can see that this is giving us in a form of list. Okay, so this is a list over here. So if I just come up over here and if I just show you like of what data type it is. So if I just say that type and say I just say that data. So it will just give you that it should be of list. All right, so we'll just have patience and just let it load the data first. So you can see that we are seeing that it says of class list over here. So what this pandas read HTML function will do is it will just read the tables from your web page, that is the HTML page, and it will just return you the list of data frame objects. So if I just said that give you the type, so it just gave you the exact list. All right, and if I just pass it over here, that suppose that over here if I just say that the data at 0, so I can just access that thing as well. And if I just run this thing, so we need to be just patient enough for a couple of seconds over here, and you will just see this thing. So you saw it says that at the index 0 this particular thing is present over there. All right, so now this particular thing is our data frame. So if I just say that you give me the type of this, so if I just write here type, all right, and now it will just say you that this is a data frame. So it says that this is a data frame over here. All right, so this thing is to be noted while dealing with the HTML file over here. And when I said the entire data, so it was in the form of list. All right, so I hope that you have understood like how you can just read and write the data from different file formats, and the most commonly used file formats we have already seen. So the first one over here was about the CSV file over here. So we made use of these read and write methods over here in order to just read and write and deal with the CSV files. Similarly, we have seen about how you can just read and write with respect to the Excel files over here. And similarly, we even saw that how you can just cope up with this HTML files in this case. All right. So if you just like this video, so hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.